Hello race fans and welcome to race number 1 of the 4th season of the Zumos Cup Series. We are just south of New York City here at the Long Island Raceway, where one season ago we saw a thriller between Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, and your defending champion William Byron. Will we see something similar to that today? I personally think we could. They've added progressive banking to turns 1 and 2 as well as 3 and 4. And there is also a lot of grip out on the racetrack. Expect a lot of passes and even some bump and runs here today. And with that said, we're going to jump right into it here. We're going to take a look at your drivers to watch for today's race. Starting up front on the pole is Brad Keselowski for RFK Racing. He was second fastest in practice, and it's his first career pole. He's looking to convert that into his first ever Zumos Cup Series win. And then not far behind him, this driver is probably carrying the most momentum into season number 4. It's the 24 Raptor Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet for William Byron. As we've said, the defending champion, he's got 2 career wins, one coming last season, and he was third in this race 1 year ago. We'll see if he can end up on top and get another victory here at the Long Island Raceway. And then right behind him, by a couple cars, is Chase Elliott, the most popular driver, but he's got no wins last season. He did not finish this race 1 year ago, and he's on an 8-race losing streak. We'll see if the Season 1 champion can gain some momentum and possibly break that streak today. And then right behind him, it's the rookie sensation driving for Spire Motorsports, Carson Hocevar. He was fast in practice. We'll see if he can convert that into a good finish today here at Long Island. And we are going to get these engines fired and the car is rolling off the grid. We're ready to go racing here at Long Island. And the cars roll off the grid, led by the Pace van. These drivers are ready to go racing in season number 4. We've got new chassis for the Fords and Toyotas, same old Camaro for the Chevys. We'll see what happens today here at Long Island, and we're going to take a look at your race info. 15 laps today, the temp is 41 degrees. As we said, it's cold out there, there's going to be a lot of grip, and this track was opened in the year 2022. The defending winner is Ryan Blaney. He starts in the top 10, and the track length, it is a short track, 0.8 miles long. With that said, we're going to get right to it. We're ready to go racing in the 4th season of the ZCS. Keselowski on pole. We've got a lot of drivers up front hungry for a victory, hungry for their first career victory, in fact. And here we go. These drivers are rolling through the short chute, and they are ready to go racing. Martin Truex Jr. on the outside, Keselowski on the inside. Let's go! We're racing at Long Island. Into turn 1 for the first time today. Keselowski leads, but for how long? Here comes the 19 on the inside. He's going to have the advantage going into 3, and he's going to take it. Martin Truex Jr. will lead here early. Keselowski falls in behind as we got a spin. It's the Season 1 champion. Into the wall, and Blaney piles in as well. Huge crash for the 12 and the number 9. Take a look at the replay here. The driver with no wins last season, your Season 1 champion, who wrecked out in the same place he did 1 year ago, is going to wreck out today. Chase Elliott out of the race, and so is Ryan Blaney as well, your defending winner. In fact, Ryan Blaney, and take a look, he tries to go to the right to avoid the 9, locks up the brakes and gets into Chase Elliott. Take a look at the replay. Elliott looks like he gets on the apron here, and then completely loses the car, spinning out into the outside wall. Blaney piles in late, but a lap 1 incident is going to send us to another restart. Truex is the leader. He picks the outside. Keselowski on the inside. You can see the choose cone rule returning for another season here. And they're rolling through the short chute. We're ready to go racing once again here at Long Island. Green flag is out again. 3 wide behind as Truex is trying to clear for the lead over Brad Keselowski. Chris Buescher and Josh Berry battle for 3rd. Down the back straightaway, we've got 1 car spinning. William Byron, Austin Cedric, and the 24 is upside down. A huge crash for William Byron, and the 24 Raptor Chevy has gone up and over. A huge crash down the back straightaway, and hopefully everyone is okay. We just saw a car flipping through the infield of the Long Island Raceway. And the Season 3 champion carried so much momentum into this season. Now that car was just carried through the air. We have to see a replay of this. What a accident. William Byron, Austin Cindric, they're both okay. And take a look at the replay. That car lifts up over the wall. And you can see it here. Lifts up over the wall, down the track, and then flips through the infield, hits the bush right there, and comes to a stop right in front of the safety car. And a huge crash for William Byron in the 24 car. And we've got to add some catch fencing right there. Luckily, there were no spectators in that area. But the cars are cleaned up, the damage is cleaned up. Those drivers are out of the race, and let's see if we can get a clean lap in here. We're ready to go racing once again here at Long Island. They're rolling through the short chute, warming up their tires, and we're ready to go. Can they keep it clean this time by? Will we complete a lap? Green flag is out again at Long Island. Roaring into turn one. Keselowski clears for the lead. Chris Buescher now trying to clear for second. 3 wide behind, and Chris Buescher's going to take that second place spot. Here comes Gregson, now 3 wide in the short chute. Christopher Bell's going to take that spot as they battle behind for 4th. Truex on the outside, Noah Gregson on the inside. Now look at McDowell for 5th. Through turn 1 and out of turns 2, Chris Buescher looks low, now he looks high. He's going to go to the outside, but he's not going to have the preferred lane, but he's going to have the crossover. Chris Buescher will take the lead from Brad Keselowski as Christopher Bell lurks in 3rd. Noah Gregson up to the 4th place position. Through turns 1 and out of turns 2, they're still side by side. Keselowski with the momentum off, and now here comes Christopher Bell to the inside. The battle on for second now. Bell to the inside now. Here comes Chris Buescher with the crossover. Keselowski pulls away just a little bit as Chris Buescher's going to clear the 20 into turn number 1. Battle on for the 4th place position. That's AJ Allmendinger to the inside of Noah Gregson. And now McDowell looks to the inside of the 10. Up front, we've got a battle for the lead. Brad Keselowski and then his driver, Chris Buescher. As we go into turns 1, on board, Chris Buescher moves the 6 out of the way. Chris Buescher is going to move Keselowski all the way up the track, and he's going to take the lead here. The momentum is going to be lost for Brad Keselowski. What can the 16 of AJ Allmendinger do? Onto the front stretch, Chris Buescher with the lead. Now AJ Allmendinger to the inside of the 6. Into turns 1 and out of turns 2. Crossover from Keselowski as Chris Buescher starts to pull away with 5 laps to go. It's been over 2 years since Chris Buescher has won a race in the Zumos Cup Series. Now, the battle is on for second, and this is helping Chris Buescher get ever so closer to a victory. Down the back, they're still battling for the 2nd place position, and you can see the gap Chris Buescher has pulled on these two. 3 laps to go, and they've battled for so long, Keselowski's going to need a caution to catch the 17. Through turns 1 and out of turns 2, you can see all the lines they take through there. Keselowski trying to get a run. As we've got a car stopped on track, it's the 5 of Kyle Larson. He's got a mechanical issue. He was on the access road, but not in the safest of places, and Kyle Larson's going to be out of this race if he can't get that car refired. And this is going to send us into overtime for race 1 of season 4. Now, here are the overtime rules. 2 attempts, it's a 2-lap shootout, and once the leader takes the white, the next flag will end the race. Shoes cone rule going to be very important here. Chris Buescher to the inside, Keselowski to the outside. Bell followed him, and it looks like the 16 went to the inside, and we're going to have a restart here. Here they come through the short chute, warming their tires up for possibly the final time today. Green flag is out. 2 laps to go at Long Island. Into turns 1. Chris Buescher with a monstrous restart. And here comes Carson Hocevar to the inside. The 77 to 2nd as Bell battles for 3rd. It's going to come down to Chris Buescher and the rookie Carson Hocevar. 1 lap to go from Long Island. Does Hocevar have enough to catch the driver who has dominated this race so far? Into turns 1 and out of turns 2 for the last time today. Down the backstretch. Hocevar's close, but is he close enough? He sends it into 3. Sideways is the 77. And Chris Buescher, 2-year winless streak, is going to end today. Chris Buescher wins at Long Island. And take a look at the replay of this overtime restart. Chris Buescher gets a monstrous restart here, and look at the 77 on the inside. Only his first career race, and he makes a 3-wide pass, going for the win here in race number 1 of the season. Trying to get the run with 1 lap to go on Chris Buescher into turns 1 and out of turns 2. You can see him cut across trying to get the run on the 17. He got a little bit closer, but he wasn't quite close enough. The 17 defends into 3. Hocevar sends it in there sideways of the 77, and Chris Buescher, off for the final turn, breaks his 2-year winless streak and gets his 2nd career win at Long Island. He burns it down in front of these race fans, and we are going to take a look at your race results from a thrilling Long Island Raceway race. And to kick off season number 4, Chris Buescher comes out on top, Carson Hocevar in 2nd, Christopher Bell with a great run in 3rd, Michael McDowell in 4th, Brad Keselowski in 5th. He's going to be shaking his head. He most likely thinks he could have won that race. And then you got Allmendinger, Truex, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, and Justin Haley rounds out the top 10. A great day for Spire Motorsports here at Long Island. And then we take a look at the top 15, top 20. Ross Chastain in 11th, Kyle Busch in 12th, Denny Hamlin in 13th, Joey Logano in 14th. Noah Gragson was running in the top 5, but fell back late. He finishes 15th. Ty Gibbs in 16th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 17th, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace in 18th and 19th. And then Harrison Burton out of a ride next season. He's going back to the Xfinity Series. He finishes 20th here today. But the next race is going to be at the California Motor Speedway, which will also host the championship, so make sure to watch it. It's a great track. I've already made the track and it looks amazing. It's going to be an amazing race, and I hope you tune in for the California Motor Speedway. But with that said, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and tune in to race number 2 at California, which should be up later next month.